What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got ourselves an opponent, Strategy 66666 from Ukraine. Strategy. This is my strategy. Uh, I think like c5 has to be played here. Even a5 is quite well merited in a board like this. e5 is going to be his pawn break. He's going for the freaking King's Indian attack on us. I don't know about this one. I think he could have taken it and then just replaced his knight there. Anyway. Let's see if he plays bishop g5. Opening choices or early middle game choices are always so delicate, so intricate. And now we'll play h6 preemptively. Ah, was not expecting this one. Basically lost a pawn there. Although it could get tricky for her queen to get out. Although I highly doubt there's a way to trap her. I have to think about it though. Let's not ignore this potential opportunity. Nah, there's nothing. Nothing until you've castled first. Okay, this I am surprised to see because I thought I can just capture it. But maybe there's something I didn't understand. From the looks of it, not really. Seems like he's played that move prematurely. This totally cleans up the positional problems that I had. I mean, now I'm a pawn down. I was a pawn down, but now it's materially even, and I have, in fact, more central power. And he's going to lose his fianchettoed bishop soon. So it's not looking good for him. Not looking good. And isn't this bloody queen close to being trapped? Why are we not focusing on that again? Oh yeah, she's super close to being trapped. Did I not have the chance already? Could I have done it already? No. Now we're creating the chance because of our ability to play this pawn move here. That's creating all of the magic. Wow. Wow. Resignation. I don't even know I'm sure I was winning, but he was really sure I was winning. So yeah, I played a great middle game there. 100% accuracy. My goodness me. What's come over me? I don't know. I'm not even. Okay, so c5. You remember I was kind of like thinking like, oh, I guess I gotta play it because I don't understand what am I actually supposed to do here otherwise, you know. And let's just look over here because it has some nice comments on the top. This is the King's Indian attack. You've played this opening with 39 times at black with a 36% win rate. That's horrible. So I need to get better at this opening. Let me take this chessable course. Let me do it right now. Yeah, right now. Okay, but that's actually a good point that the King's Indian defense hasn't been easy for me to handle. And key is to try to somehow understand what the structure should look like. So just gonna see what normal game. Now, this is not how the King's Indian defense ever goes. I don't know. I have to understand my chess better to know if c5 is a good move here. We're gonna maybe have a look at the opening database since anyway we were very. This was a very premature move that I was quite sure of, and he should have just simply captured and then reinforced it. Uh, Capture and then reinforce. What's the big bloody deal, right? Knight here next, or even here, wherever. Maybe here is even stronger because then bishop can't come to defend it. No, but the pawn would go up. Anyway, whatever. Rook c8. I thought very cutely of myself when I played h6. I thought, look how delicate I am. But apparently this is a mega blunder. It's nothing to do with this check. It's just that. Well, there's something really powerful he's got going for him with this, which I didn't fully grasp. Let's just see. Now the queen check. Yeah. Nice one. Nice one. Wow. Okay. So he goes up this pawn, but actually it's a poisoned pawn. You see the eval is not actually liking it. The eval prefers that he just trades the white queen and goes for an even game. But now he's taken the pawn and flying in the center. His forces are not in sync with each other. It's like he's investing his best player to go off into the woods and take one little brick of gold, from the side in the corner, and then let the hoodlums and the rest of the team try to do something in the middle part of the board. But you need the support of your main player, and this is just wrong. And one mistake typically precedes another. And here we have a blunder which is firstly not taking into account the fact that the queen is very close to being trapped. And yeah, this great move wins a knight, they say. Yeah, because well, this is the line. What else could he have done here? Just to go to C right after this move. His other options could have been, well, what about knight here? Then you just take it back, and then rook a8. So the queen being trapped played a big role in everything. Okay, we're gonna actually spend a few minutes doing some opening study here. So this could be instructive for some of you guys who are not accustomed to getting better at your openings. You got to get into this database, 365chess.com. Follow for more. And I got to remember the game. So it was like this. Just your typical King's Indian position, and e6. And then what? And he played d3, and I played castling. So d3 is totally legit move, played many times. Let me move my face out of here. So we can see d3 is played quite a few times. We're looking at the big database, and soon we're going to look at the master database. So after d3, in this King's Indian setup, c5 has a very low rating. I mean, it's played very seldom and has very bad odds for black. So me not grasping that c5 is bad here exposes my lack of understanding of this position. That's basically what it means. And you have to be kind of honest with yourself about that, and try to understand what is it that you're not getting here. Okay. The top players, they play either b7, h6, or c6. c6 seems very safe, but it also has like excellent win rate for black, but only 11 games. So I'm going to go back to the big database now and check how c6 fares there for black. Also pretty good. So it seems to be good at high level play as well as at master level play. A very interesting option indeed. h6 is like the book move, and bishop e7 is another good one. Yeah, I would prefer bishop e7 over h6 just in principle, but now let's have a look at some of the top games. Um, you can spend as long as we like with this. We're going to look at the three lines, the three replies. So bishop e7, h6, and c6. Then bishop e7, this is got a main option for white, which is c4, challenging the center. And the players who have played this with black, well, no one that we really know. Okay. And when it comes to h6, again, c4 is the main counter. I think the c4 move has to be the clue for our c5 error, so-called error. Here also, yeah, h6, as you can see at the master level, has been getting blown away by in all the top games at least. So I'm not inclined to think it's the best move really. I'm going to close this window, h6. And c6, it's a very humble, kind of modest, safe way. And this is played by a lot of pros: Ding Liren, Adeban, Aronian, Grishuk. So I pretty much think c6 is the way to go here. This is how all the pros play. So there you go. That's how you figure out how to play good moves. And it was not intuitive in this opening research exercise to figure out that c6 is basically the line you want to go for, because volume of games is so high in the other ones. But c6, you got to see the caliber of the players that are playing them. And yeah. And now, just to finalize the exercise, let's have a look at one of the games. Okay, we do see, however, that it's lost by a lot of these players, yet it's a high level game. So if Ding Liren is comfortable to play this, then you should be too. Caruana versus Grishuk. Let's see how this one panned out. This is how you further improve your opening play, is that you kind of study the game through and through. Try to understand it, see what kind of patterns emerge. It's a very non-standard pattern that we're seeing right now. Like this is some high-level preparation. Like this is some elite level stuff, right? So you may not be able to play like this in the real game, and that's also a big consideration point in this whole equation. But okay, we're not gonna flip through the rest because it looks like it was an edged win, just winning it by the edge. All right, good one, good job. Let's have a look at the Amin versus Ding Liren from 2019. So they include h6 in there anyway, in many lines, and I guess that's to make room for the bishop to have an escape square, basically. Very tactical position. Very tactical. We're not gonna understand all of it, but this was one of those games that Ding Liren didn't manage to hold on to, even though he was 2,800. Well, it's a blitz game. In blitz, anything can happen. All right, cool. Well, anyway, there you go. A little bit of opening study for you guys just to give some variety. Cheers.